Hi and welcome. I'm NFDA President Ken Cahall, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in Washington, D.C. On behalf of the NFDA Board of Directors, staff, and members, I thank you for your commitment to funeral service. I cannot stress enough how important the NFDA Advocacy Summit is. The work we do in D.C. has lasting benefits for all of funeral service. NFDA members who attend this event are truly the strongest voices for funeral service in our nation. I applaud every one of you who takes the time to visit DC with us and be the voice of this profession. I'm joined today by Advocacy Committee Chair Bob Arrington, Christine Pepper, NFDA CEO, and Leslie Witter, NFDA's Senior Vice President of Advocacy. Whether you're a first-time attendee or a seasoned advocate, we hope today's webinar will help you prepare for your trip to our nation's capital and the 2018 Advocacy Summit.
It's really easy to get around in Washington, D.C. Once you're on the Capitol Hill, everywhere you need to go is within walking distance. Most cabs, Uber, or Lyft will drop you at the front of the office buildings. So for the House buildings, Cannon, Longworth, and Rayburn, you will get dropped on Independence Avenue. And for the Senate buildings, Russell, Dirksen, and Hart, Constitution Avenue is where you'll be. If you metro, both the House and Senate are directly in front of you when you come up the escalator stairs. The metro stop for the House is Capitol South, and for the Senate, it is Union Station. To enter all buildings in Congress, you must go through metal detectors and security. Be advised that you can't bring weapons or pocket knives, etc., into the Capitol or any other federal building. Also, the Capitol is protected by Capitol Hill police. They're not just security guards. So please remember this as you go through security. Sometimes there are long lines at the doors to get through security. If there is a line, simply walk around the side to one of the other entrances. There are entrances on each side, and the other ones are usually less busy.
Walking through the tunnels below the House and Senate office buildings is always exciting. All three House buildings are connected by tunnels. All three Senate buildings are connected by tunnels too. But depending on the security level that particular day, sometimes you cannot walk through the tunnels under the Capitol building without an escort. So for example, if you're in Cannon on the House side, go down to the tunnels and walk through to Longworth and Rayburn. If you get confused, you can always ask anyone for help. The key thing to remember is that it is an enclosed system, so you are never really lost.
Speaking of getting lost, let's talk about the numbering system in the House office buildings. Here's a tip I've learned over the years. Cannon is the only building on the House side with a normal numbering system. Room 325 is on the 3rd floor of Cannon. All the offices in Longworth begin with the number 1, but you ignore the first digit to find your floor. So 1135 is on the 1st floor. The same is true of Rayburn. Ignore the first digit. So 2429 is on the 4th floor. The three Senate buildings, Hart, Dirksen, and Russell, have a normal numbering system. So 306 is on the 3rd floor in each Senate building.
We are very lucky to have access to the Capitol Hill Club at 300 First Street Southeast. Not only is it ideally located across from the Cannon House office building, but it is also an exclusive members-only club where a lot of members of Congress spend their time when they're not in their offices. In fact, you are sure to see several members of Congress come and go throughout the day. This is a perfect spot for you to meet up with your group, come by and grab a sandwich, or maybe even just rest your feet. We have a large room on the 3rd floor from 11 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. on Thursday, so that you can come and talk with staff, other funeral directors, ask questions, review your visits, or simply take a rest.
It is very important that we really make an impact while we're in DC. We need to let people know we were here. And social media gives us a great opportunity to expand our reach. So let's share our efforts by sending photos and tweets to hashtag NFDAInDC for inclusion on NFDA's social media sites. We will have NFDA staff available in our social media corner in the Capitol Hill Club. Here, we will take many videos of you talking about your experience on the Hill. But if you don't want to be videotaped, you could also provide written quotes and just come talk to staff and NFDA leadership about your experience.
All the information you need can be found at nfda.org/advocacy summit. If you haven't already, be sure to check out the other orientation videos for more information to get prepared. If you're a first-time attendee, have questions about anything, or would just like to talk with us face-to-face in advance of your DC experience, make sure you attend the executive overview on Wednesday afternoon from 4 to 5 p.m. in the Palm Court Ballroom at the Mayflower Hotel.
We're looking forward to advocating for funeral service with you at the 2018 NFDA Advocacy Summit this April. See you there.